Hello, my name is Charles Xavier. I'm from the British commentary team, and I am the pleasure of being joined by none other than Seamus.
How you doing today?
I am rather well. Of course, this is your first time joining us. I'm one of the rarer people to appear on the primary commentary.
A pleasure to be here. Interested to see how the show kicks off.
Of course, we're going to be getting our first match underway, which is for the Comet Championship in the Enter the Graveyard Challenge, which is hosted by Comet Champion, the Ghost.
Very interesting young fella, this Ghost. Been watching him for a while. Got a lot of potential.
And of course, now with both competitors in the ring, this Comet Championship matchup is now going to be underway. Of course, Batista answering the open challenge, the Ghost, a more than willing champion.
It would be good to see how he takes Batista on. Batista's not someone to underestimate.
Indeed so. Two very potent strategies come to mind in terms of either draining the animal of his stamina or trying to completely stun him out of the gate.
Which way we've seen that Ghost is quite capable of doing. He's taken down some big opponents in the past.
Indeed, as much as his stature is quite impressive, he does not shy away from facing those with a distinct height or weight advantage, or sometimes both.
Definitely.
Of course, who would you have to favor in this matchup?
Personally, I'm going to have to go with Ghost.
I will also have to lean that way. It's been on quite a roll so far, and now stepping up his defenses by hosting this weekly open challenge.
Which is a big thing to do as champion. You know, you got to take the fight to them.
Of course, many a champion... No, of course, you go.
Just opening up straight defense from Batista. Batista's just overwhelmed.
Indeed he is, and the Ghost is not planning on keeping this Extreme Rules match clean for long as he grabs that kendo stick.
Batista will be feeling that tomorrow.
Indeed he will. Distinctly targeting the legs, so perhaps trying to weaken up his base.
Smart idea. Oh, he's going for the table.
Now a few weapons being introduced. Of course, the Enter the Graveyard Challenge will be contested under Extreme Rule stipulations, so this is all fair game. However, the direct disadvantage is that he is giving up his champion's advantage by having the no disqualification and the count out rules taken away for these matches.
That is true. It can very well bite him in the ass.
Indeed it could. The Ghost remaining in quite well control of this match so far.
Very well dominated.
Introducing the plethora of weapons, now grabbing a second kendo stick.
He's not giving Batista any chance to catch his breath here.
Indeed he isn't. Batista was making a mistake by trying to jaunt it to the crowd there, but...
There's a time and a place for everything.
Well, I don't believe that Batista has the bandwidth to be making such mistakes. He really shouldn't be giving Ghost any unforced errors, as it were.
I would not be giving this kid any room to move up.
Of course, his faction mates are returning to the fold rather recently in the form of TJC, someone that you are quite familiar with.
Oh yes, TJC, a good friend of mine.
And of course now, well, in two minds, as it were.
Yes, he's a very confused man at the moment.
And of course has recently come into quite a valuable position, now holding the PWE World Championship, which currently he will be defending at Winter Solstice against Orion Adams.
And he does not help himself by painting that target bigger on his back. He doesn't know when to shut his mouth.
We could once again see Ashes to Ashes dipped entirely in gold.
Yes, we just gotta wait for
Cruz to find some, of course.
I'm surprised he hasn't gone off to TJC yet.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he does hold the CCW World Championship, but that is not a championship that has appeared in Eclipse so far.
And definitely not as prestigious as the PWE.
Well, I did actually hear quite an interesting interaction between the two of them. However, Ghost hitting that huge Uranagi and picking up the win in our opening contest here tonight.
He made very quick work with the animal. Very quick work.
Probably did go a fair bit longer, but I would say that endurance game would have favored the Ghost as well. It did seem as if Batista was pretty well gassed by the end of that.
Definitely. And Ghost barely even broke a sweat.
Of course. And of course our next matchup will be between the Summit and the Sami and KO show in tag team action. So join us after a short break for that match. And of course, and still Comet champion, the Ghost. To tag team action, the Summit just about to make their appearance. This matchup about to get underway. The Summit facing Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Of course, the Summit made up of Renata Mori and Dez the Destroyer.
I have to say that my money is on KO and Sami Zayn in this one.
It does seem that Dez is taking to both of them quite quickly in this match. Almost.
I've seen these two boys go through hell though and still pick up the victory.
Indeed, they'll have to have a lot of resilience in this match to stick around. It does seem like Dez is quite content on having this be a handicap match.
Does look like that. taking it to both men like it's nothing.
Well, had the illegal man in that sharpshooter, I'm not sure how wise that was.
Yeah, not very wise to get your opponent in a submission move while his partner is just there.
Of course, that's what got him kicked in the leg, I believe. Breaking up the submission. Of course, wouldn't really mean anything anyway. As... well, tapping out an illegal man doesn't mean much. Ooh,
no,
Sami Zayn. Going for that.
With the cradle.
Yeah. Playing possum.
As I said, they're a very, very formidable team. KO and Sami Zayn.
So it's Kevin Owens now. Ooh, what are they looking for? Oh, and a huge unanswered shot to the ribs there. Now Renato Mori, the legal man for the summit.
Straight on the offensive.
Indeed. I'm not sure how long this matchup will go if it continues at this pace.
If they continue with this up, I don't think Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn can save the day.
Oh,
both men.
And Renato Mori following the footsteps of Dez, taking on both men.
The Summit seems like a very, very strong team.
Indeed, they are two very formidable singles competitors working together.
Very close to a count there.
Not entirely dissimilar to Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens if you consider it like that. Oh, now got the Karafuda clutch in. Pretty tap out Kevin Owens in the middle of the ring. And no more just giving it up.
Sometimes it's just about wearing them down, not about making them tap.
I don't know. Having him in such a position in the middle of the ring could have been just what I was looking for. Or some more tag team offense from the dominant team. For lack of a better word, they're just being manhandled.
I haven't seen a beatdown like this in a very long time.
Of course, we also have another very, what should be physical matchup coming up next between Psycho Shredder and Double H. Of course, their tensions have been boiling up backstage for a fair while.
Double H doesn't know when to shut his fucking mouth.
Oh, so you have interacted with them backstage?
Oh, definitely. And I heard the stories from TJC about him calling him out constantly for a title shot when he's just stepped foot into the business.
Although he does actually have quite a claim on some title or other, I'm not quite sure which one it was, to be honest.
It definitely wasn't my fucking belt.
I'm not sure what title, but... Oh no, looking for danger here. It could be looking for cardiac collision.
Oh. Near took his head off with that one.
Well, Sami Zayn breaking it up there. The Destroyer forced to retreat outside the ring. Quickly followed by Sami Zayn. Of course, Renato Mori, known quite well for his submission and striking game. Quite a few submission striker specialists in Eclipse Pro.
It seems to be the favorite style these days. Wear down your opponent with just skill instead of power.
Indeed. Of course, Seamus, yourself, you've stepped into the ring previously. Do you have plans? Do you have plans to step back in the ring anytime soon?
It could be a possibility. See, with Loki disappearing, I think there might be some spots to fill.
Indeed, the last time we saw, there was actually a fair bit of confusion with that, with Loki's disappearance in the Final Frontier tournament. And then, of course, the subsequent addition of the horned creature only known as Chaos.
Yes. Very, very formidable opponent, Chaos. Oh.
A lot of mystery surrounding him as well.
Back in that corner for KO. He's not having a lucky break in this match.
Indeed. He does go into the top rope, looking for Sami Zayn, but Zayn gets out of the way. And I don't believe that was the intention of the Destroyer. I believe she was looking for a bit more offense to put KO out of commission.
This is why it's called the High Risk District. You don't climb to the top of the rope without expecting to take some sort of risk.
And here we go. Could we be looking for cardiac collision once again? Jesus. KO has been busted open in a bad way.
Going for that pin. Zayn broke it up once again.
Indeed. Seen Zayn and KO getting very lucky with where they are and when they're there. Being able to break up a lot of the Summit's final moves.
Sami and Kevin are just hanging on by sheer luck by now.
KO destined to return to the corner. As we have Sami Zayn once again being almost abused on the outside by Renato Mori.
All strikes are vicious. Near taking his face off.
Of course, now looking for a final third cardiac collision.
This has got to put Kevin out for good.
Sami Zayn rushing to the ring. Oh, and that was broken up by the barest of margins. But still in control. It's just that lucky moment is breaking out with those final shots.
Rentaro from the top out.
And once again, Sami Zayn avoiding moves from the high rank district.
Sami Zayn definitely proven to be the stronger one on the team tonight.
Certainly appears such way.
Definitely. You can start to put the blame for their slouching on Kevin Owens.
Oh, and here we go. Is looking for that power bomb. Oh, we're not more able to block the intercept on that one, but Kevin Owens still able to kick out. Renato Mori out on the outside. Kevin Owens still the legal man, and he is bleeding in a bad way.
You see Zayn roll to the outside of the ring to try and get some sort of gap between him and the opponents.
Renato Mori also recovering on the outside, so it's basically a one-on-one match at the moment.
Beautiful reversal by Kevin Owens there.
Another reversal followed on by Dez. Oh, another attempt. Oh, Sami Zayn again
With
making
another
the
breaker.
save.
Sami Zayn definitely the one keeping them in the match at the moment.
Indeed, as that makes 3 pinfalls that Sami Zayn has been able to break up. Of course, Dez and Chaos still legal. Of course, that table was dismantled earlier. Perhaps that could come back into play.
Yeah, but the post-finish commentary team has no table to sit at.
Wait, it doesn't even appear like the French commentary has shown up to work yet.
Maybe they knew something we didn't.
90% sure they do descend from French Canada.
They probably did run. We know what the French is like when it comes to a battle.
Indeed. Oh no, Sami Zayn on that table now. Ooh,
Oh, bomb. Straight for the table.
indeed.
He's going to that high-risk district again.
No,
No,
now breaking
no.
the count. Kevin Owens back in as well. And Kevin Owens trying to regain his place now. Could be going on the offensive.
Sami, you back up on the apron now.
Oh, now Sami Zayn once again the legal competitor.
It looks like they're going to try to take the offensive to Dez and keep him in that corner.
Oh, it doesn't work for long as Dez, a lot better condition than Sami Zayn, able to reverse
Straight away,
with
taking it to both, man.
that fireman carry takedown. It's quite rare you see such traditional wrestling maneuvers.
Disposes of Kevin Owens, gets him out of the ring. Rantaro with those vicious knee shots to the head.
Of course, that striking coming a lot from the knees and elbows. Oh, I believe that Sami Zayn's now been busted open.
It certainly looks that way. It is not looking good for these two now.
Gee, look how bloody Sami Zayn's face is now.
Just pouring blood.
His hair matches his face. Ooh, rolling over into the pin combination. Ooh, Sami Zayn breaks it at 3.
Saved himself by the hair of a freckle there.
Indeed, a vertical suplex once again puts Renato firmly in control.
The Summit definitely a team to keep an eye on.
indeed. Of course, have been in the rankings for the tag team division for a fair while now, but haven't really been putting their eye on the championships just yet.
Maybe their plan is to dominate before they take the gold.
Could certainly be. Third or fourth cardiac collision. Oh, and everyone fumbles onto the pile, breaking up the pin.
Tez making short work of KO there.
Now going for a stack. Oh, Sami's unable to have the wherewithal to kick out.
I don't even know if they know where they're at the moment, though. It's amazing that they keep holding on.
Indeed. Here we go. Dez could be looking for that power bomb finish of his, just powering them down to the ground. That's it. Referee 1, 2, 3. Oh, the Summit gets the win as Renato's laying in the knees. What a long matchup for the Summit. However, they were dominating practically the entire time.
Definitely come out looking like the better team.
Sami and KO able to keep the match going by breaking up the pin at every opportunity.
Yes, that veteran luck was very thick in this match.
Indeed. Of course, as we stated, the next matchup will be Psycho Shredder taking on Double H in Hell in a Cell. You can expect this one not to be clean in the slightest, as these men want to destroy each other.
Definitely not. Shredder is not one man to take it light and easy on anyone.
Of course. course, this matchup now underway. The Psycho Shredder looking a lot different than usual.
Yeah, he seems to be wearing some new attire.
Not only that, he looks to be almost a foot taller and added about 50 pounds of body mass.
Well, when he turns into the Psycho Shredder, we know Shredder does change a fair bit.
He, what was he trying to... He tell something to me earlier. He was now maximum power Psycho Shredder?
Yes, full power Psycho Shredder.
Well, it certainly seems that this will be a force to dominate.
Yeah, but it wouldn't surprise me if it wasn't even his final form.
I understand that that is a reference, and I will be not having that here. Stop it now. But no, of course, yes, reference to Dragon Ball Z, which is actually a favorite among some of the roster here in Eclipse Pro Wrestling.
And I would like to say a special tribute to Chris Ayres. May he rest in peace.
Indeed. Of course, Eclipse Pro has suffered a few losses during this year, and we do our best to tribute those that have influenced and affected the lives of the roster. We may just take a moment to honor those that we have lost.
It looks as though Shredder's trying to send Double H straight through this cage.
Whoa, and he succeeds.
Making short work of that skill.
Psycho Shredder not done as he begins to King Kong climb up the sides of Hell in a Cell.
Ascending to the top of the cell.
Worked with very dangerous
like
place for any competitor.
Looks like he's going to set a trap for Double H here.
Oh no. Already see the danger arising from being up here. Oh,
No fear in the eyes of Shredder.
very true. Well, as we get that, we get the rising knee. Yikes.
Very
Oh, no.
precariously close to the edge there. He's dragging him back to the center. Good to see.
Ooh, I see splitting in the steel rings there. That is not a place I'd like to be right now. Oh no, he's looking for it. He's looking for sudden death. Oh.
He sends Double H crashing to the ring.
Oh, that's a near 30-foot drop from sudden death. Oh.
Making quick work of Double H.
There is no way that man is not uninjured from that fall.
Especially considering that he's face and chest hit pure steel. Definitely unconscious.
Hit pure steel and then fell another 30 feet to a ring. Well, with that in mind, we finally get to see and the third member of Ghosts and TJC's faction, Cruz, now facing off with Blood Moon's Matt Downs.
The system.
right. He's not the TV champion.
No, he's not.
I think he needs that belt. I think he needs that. Well, at the time that this show was going live, Shane Blitzkrieg was champion. And now Frost is champion. It's kind of ironic that it's returned to his faction, which is fun. But, of course, he really should be returning that to his
Rightful owner.
to the rightful owner. Or maybe he just bought a replica and decided to wear it.
Sounds like something Chris would do.
But no, don't stress anyone. He's not actually the TV champion. Stole the belt. Of course, this matchup now about to be underway. It is Cruz versus Pat Downs. The technician of Blood Moon facing off with the, well, brute force of Cruz. And finally, at least, now we've been informed that he has named his moves. So we no longer have to call them by their basic versions. He's actually redefined names for his moves. Or at least the important ones anyway. Oh, Pat Downs taking it to Cruz so far.
Perfect execution of that dive.
We've also been seeing quite an interesting back and forth between Cruz and David Wise. Of course, there's the Eclipse World Champion currently.
David Wise seems to pick up a fair bit of attention.
Well, when you are world champion, it's something that comes with the territory, as it were.
It just seems to me, out of all the world champions, he seems to have the biggest target on his back.
Well, he would also probably claim that he is the most important champion.
That is true, that is true.
And of course, we're seeing a new version of Cruz here tonight, what he would call the fully formed Alpha Omega. So wearing that symbol of the Alpha Omega on his chest as well as his knee pads, was rocking a new look as well. Knocking out Pat Downs with that CTB trigger. And now could be looking for... No, he's looking for the Crusade. Oh, hold
Nice execution.
Whoa. Pat Downs kicks out. None of that.
Straight into a power bomb.
Indeed. Pat Downs not out of this fight just yet. Cruz looking to push that advantage. Oh, and we've got a winged butterfly. And drop. Could that be it? 1, 2, 3. Cruz victorious in a very quick match.
Making very quick work of Pat Downs there.
Indeed. Of course, there wasn't much to say after the CTB trigger, the Crusade, and finally that Wing Buster. Our next match is actually women's tag team action, where Demonic Glow face off with Fire and Desire. Should be another very interesting matchup. Demonic Glow sort of stuck in a perpetual state of teaming and then facing each other only this week in the By Any Means match. The women constantly jockeying for position, not only in the singles division, but also in the tag division.
And this matchup has got on its way quite fast.
Indeed, of course, women's tag team action has been at the forefront of the Pro Wrestling in the last few months. Of course, just getting new tag team champions at the last pay-per-view.
Yes, they've been able to showcase their skills quite well on Eclipse.
Of course, in our sort of realm, there is a lot of intergender tag team wrestling. Unfortunately, we are not able to facilitate that as much as we would like to. There are certain regulations to be kept after all. But
at least within the alliance, there are plenty of places that the intergender tag teams can showcase themselves.
Indeed. course, demonic low coming together. Just a moment, I will do that.
Demonic Glow setting up for some tag team moves. Again, working together to take down their opponents. Some vicious stomps in the corner there. Just keeping the veil completely separated and just stomping her down. Massive hits in the corner there.
And I am back. Hello, thank you. Sorry, a friend of a friend has just been contacted by government departments and whatnot. So lots of rigmarole going on. People are being scared. Unfortunately, we return to the action. Travis, are you still there?
Yes.
Ah, wonderful. So now the demonic glow. Certainly staying on top in this match so far.
Very strong in the offense.
Indeed. Oh, Demon Page calling for a finish. And the Glow and Glory are running interference. Could this be it? 1, 2, 3. Demonic Glow pick up the win.
Very well earned. They separated them two and just kept the offense up.
What a very impressive action here. Demonic Glow just needing to find that extra step to bring them up to the championship level.
If they proved anything tonight, they proved they can hang with the best.
And of course, our next matchup is between the Acolytes of Wrath, being the Silent Servant Daniel Cole, the Zen Master, and the creature known as Guardian, facing off with Loki Vera, Sam W. Reptilian, and Sergeant Kobe Soja.
I believe we're seeing both the Vera brothers in action tonight, aren't we?
Funnily enough, I don't believe anyone's brought it up, but they are indeed brothers. Garrett Vera of Blood Moon and Loki Vera are brothers. That hasn't been brought up before, but yes, indeed they are. Garrett Vera is in the main event against Max Fifita of the 4 and of the New Age Brainbusters.
Or as some people would say, of the New Age Brainbusters from the 4.
trio, cause it latched on to you like knock, knock, let the devil in, malevolent as I've ever been. Head is spinning, this medicine screaming, dick, 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 medicine, it, dick, dick, like a solid ball. Edgar Allan Poe, bedridden, should have been dead a long time ago. Liquid Tylenol, gelatin, sneak my skeletons melting. Wicked, I get all high when I think I smell the scent of elephant manure. Element, Kahlua, screw it, to hell with it. I went through hell with accelerants and blew up myself again. Volkswagen, tailspin, bucket matches my pale skin. Manwin, went from Hellman's and being rail thin, flare fit. Scribble Jam, Rap Olympics, 97, Freak Nick, how can I be down me in? Bazaar in Florida, Bruce room, slept on the Florida motel then. Dr. Dre said hell yeah, and I got it stamped like a postcard, word to mailman. And I know they're gonna hate, but I don't care. I barely can wait to hit him with the snare and the bass square in the face. This fucking world better prepare to get laced, because they're gonna taste my venom. I got that adrenaline momentum, not knowing when I'm ever gonna slow up in 'em. Ready to snap any momentum, thinking it's time to go get 'em. They ain't gonna know what hit 'em when they get beat with the venom. I got that adrenaline momentum, not knowing when I'm ever gonna slow up in 'em. Ready to snap any momentum, thinking it's time to go get 'em. They ain't gonna know what hit 'em when they get beat with the. I said knock knock, let the devil in. Shotgun, pit pellets in the felt bin. Cock fuck around and
Between
get
the
your
Outsiders and the Acolytes of Wrath. Lucky Vera
believe
starting
we-
off strong.
I do believe that the Acolytes of Wrath just picked up them belts.
Indeed they did. They only picked them up at the ASPW Apocalypse show, which aired, well, only a couple of days ago.
Yes.
Of course, winning the belts off the Dragon, who were impressive champions. Winning the belts off the Four. And now the Acolytes of Wrath hold them. Of course, Daniel Cole, Lucky Vera have a fair bit of history between them, going back to their days in the Indies.
Daniel Cole is another one of those very strong striker grapplers.
Indeed, using a heavy submission and striking based offense with quite a wide frame. Oh no, here we go. Could be looking for something with the Zen Master. Oh, a flapjack into that Path, almost like an assisted Path of Wrath. Daniel Cole goes to block, and Sam W. unable to respond in time. Is unable to break the pin, and the Zen Master picks up the win over the Outsiders.
Very quick work of that team.
Indeed.
I think it's going to be a long time before those belts are taken off the Acolytes of Wrath.
Well, the Outsiders had been ranked as the number 2 team in the Eclipse Pro Males Trios division. And now the Acolytes of Wrath proving themselves by beating the number 2 ranked team. And
In a mere couple of minutes.
In mere minutes, and now standing there as champions.
I would not want to face them in a beat the clock challenge.
Very scary, ominous force. So we head to our main event, which will be Garrett Vera taking on a Mac Fifita.
Fifita back from his island tour.
course, this matchup now about to get underway, our main event. The two bruisers of their respective factions.
Fifita is very formidable when it comes to the four. Definitely one of the members of the four that you've got to watch out for.
Of course, Garrett Vera has shown himself to be a good tank of Blood Moon, and certainly one of the many reasons that they were one of the first Equinox champions. Floating over in that pinfall there, Mac kicks out after one.
I can tell you now, it's going to take more than that to keep Fifita down.
I can only imagine. Oh, Alabama slam. It does certainly seem like Fifita is chipping away at the core of Garrett Vera here.
Definitely.
Now brawling on the outside. Two of these men are not
Vicious stomps
unfamiliar.
on the outside.
Of course, if you had to pick someone in this match, who would you be putting your money on? Shamus, are you still there?
Yes.
Oh, I was just wondering who you'd have to put your money on should you be betting on this match.
I would be putting my money on Fifita.
Really dominant. We've seen that this tongue and death grip put away many an opponent. Perhaps pulling the trigger on it just a bit too early. Just a battle back and forth in the ring.
Two giants battling for supremacy.
Of course, the New Age Brainbusters did beat Blood Moon when it came to their tag match return.
But the question there, is Yak the one that kept the pace? Or was it Fifita and Yak together?
Indeed, of course, they've got an unrivaled chemistry. However, if it's 1-to-1, tank to tank, who proves victorious?
Definitely gonna come down to a battle of willpower.
Indeed, Fifita taking quite a flurry here. Vera having to find a way back into this match. Of course, his brother was unsuccessful earlier in the night.
Interesting choice by Fifita to not wear traditional wrestling gear.
Of course, he takes a lot of inspiration from his Tongan background, wearing ceremonial war paint and henna. I believe that's correct. The henna tattoos.
I believe your plans are correct. Not many men are game enough to step in the ring without a pair of shoes on.
Indeed. Of course. Would be all about the respect of his culture and the way that he embodies his culture when he battles. Even if he is to suffer a loss, he is never defeated. That is the mindset.
He is very strong in loss. Keeps his head held high and knows that the battle is not over. We can always be fought again.
Of course, recently known as the author and the enforcer, who determines and writes his own stories. Of course, the not as well known nickname of Garrett Vera is the Squire. Of course, he's of the old Chiwani, I know, what is the word? He studies under the ways of chivalry.
Ah,
Under the Knight's orders.
the Knight's Code, as to say.
Indeed. So believes in certain battle etiquette, not to be one that cheats or is overly hostile when not necessary.
Another kick out by Mark there.
Indeed. Fairly even so far in this match.
Very back and forth.
Working over the chin, Fifita to find a way out of this. Oh, indeed.
Pulling that
Buster
chin
there.
down into his own head.
No trading chops. Dangerous position, but Fifita able to drop his weight. Prevents the suplex. Oh, I believe Garrett is now cut open.
That vicious knee shot opened him up like a can of sardines. Neither man trying to give quarter in this match.
Both of them fighting through with a lot. Their willpower. Neither of these men are prone to giving up. And neither of them prone to backing down. Even being cut open only seems to have enticed Vera even more.
Well, he knows more on the line now. Now that he's leading, he's got to work twice as hard.
Indeed.
Oh,
course,
vicious led the belly suplex.
Speaking on a purely physical standpoint, Fifita is battling back against an additional few inches in height, but comparable weight. So, it's always very difficult when you're fighting someone that has a physical advantage over you.
Definitely.
Also very interesting to see two very, well, not old-fashioned, but prestiged training styles to be facing off in a battle like this. Starting to slow the pace a little bit. Both these men maybe starting to tire just a tad. Whoa. One of those
And
right
Comet
hands
picks up the victory.
just able to keep down Fifita. Maybe just catching him right in the jaw. That is one win for Garrett Vera that you will not soon forget.
Definitely a big victory for him.
Of course, both these men in their respective teams trying to fight their way into the Equinox title division. And we still don't know what happened to the Equinox champions. They still have been attacked backstage, but don't really know who did it. Of course,
Definitely a mystery.
Of course, until next time, that has been all from Eclipse Pro Wrestling. Goodbye and good night.
Enjoy the rest of it.